Following the enormous success that was Spider-Man Brand New Day, Spider-Man 5 feels inevitable. So I asked my followers for what they want to see in the next Spider-Man movie. But before we go into the comments, here is what I would like to see. The introduction to this universe's Miles Morales. It feels like it's the right time to include him, and will give him a chance to naturally take the mantle when it's time. A proper villain. That was the one issue I had with Brand New Day on reflection, was that there wasn't really a main villain. A couple cameo villains, but that's it. Mr. Negative is an example for a villain I'd like to see in Spider-Man 5. A new love interest for Peter. I would like to see there be someone new instead of MJ. Especially after Brand New Day, where it established that the relationship they had is no longer there. So allowing a new love interest would be a way to bridge the gap until he gets back with MJ. The final thing I'd like to see in Spider-Man 5 is both Punisher and Daredevil making an appearance. I loved Frank's dynamic with Peter in the last movie. Also imagine seeing Daredevil fighting alongside Spider-Man. Would be amazing to see. Our first comment is from Dagestan Demon, who says Gwen Stacy, the introduction of Venom, the introduction to Oscorp, and setting up Green Goblin. Gwen Stacy is probably the easiest out of them to set up. We don't know any of the classmates that Ned and MJ shared a class with. That could allow the introduction of Gwen Stacy, Harry Osborn, and others. We probably are going to see a merged world following Secret Wars, so we could get the symbiote as a part of it. Or Peter may already be wearing the symbiote suit in Secret Wars, which eventually leads to Venom. I don't think we'll get Oscorp or Green Goblin in this next movie, since we had Green Goblin in No Way Home. But we could get a scenario where post-Secret Wars there is an Oscorp. I am combining Ultimate Spider-Man and Chris comment as they cover the same ground. For the most part, where they want a gang war type of movie that has Tombstone involved. I would love to see that being the case. Tombstone was underused and was defeated fairly easy from what we saw. It would be cool to see Spider-Man get involved with them. Both of them ultimately want to see him have a bigger role. Back to Ultimate Spider-Man's comment where they added they wanted to see Daredevil and Frank like myself. But they added that the Fantastic Four should appear, as well as Scorpion and Hobgoblin. With the final sentiment being there should be a true rival for Tom's Spider-Man. The Fantastic Four being involved would be cool. They share a lot of history in the comics, so it would be cool to finally see it in live action. I think having Scorpion in this movie again would be interesting, if he's recruited by someone and isn't alone. Hobgoblin, I think would be cool. But if it's Ned, they would have to do a lot of setup, maybe too much for one movie. Paradox, Sahil, and Gaurav all want or think Venom will be involved in some capacity. I think it is very dependent on what happens in Secret Wars. Gaurav also adds an appearance from Miles Morales. I think an appearance from Miles Morales would be cool. They also don't need to give him the Spider-Man powers yet until maybe the following movie. But I think they should establish him in the next installment. Gio is next up, who thinks they should do one massive finale. With the amount of money that these movies have made, I can't see them stopping here. Nest wants Tobey Maguire back, Chase wants Tobey and Andrew to come back, and Ether wants Tobey, Andrew, and Tom all in the next installment. I don't see these three appearing in a Spider-Man movie together again, in all honesty. But I do think they reunite in Secret Wars. Ether also adds they want to see Fisk pulling the strings in the movie with Frank and Matt appearing as a duo. I feel like if this were to happen, we would need a break from Kingpin and Daredevil. I think it would be cool for sure though. Bloodthirsty Vigilante wants the introduction of Miles, Daredevil, Spider-Man, and Frank teaming up and Tombstone as the main villain. A Daredevil, Punisher, and Spider-Man team would be amazing to see. I thought we were getting it in Brand New Day, but getting it in the next movie in a bigger capacity would be better. Wish Brat wants Jackal, who's is played by MJ's boyfriend, working with either Fisk or Martin Lee. Daredevil or Kate Bishop involved, and Black Cat introduced. Most people have speculated that MJ's boyfriend is called Paul, but apparently it's not, and still remains a mystery. So this could be the case. It would be an interesting dynamic to explore. Kate Bishop making an appearance would be cool, but I do think it's unlikely. Our final comment is from Cloud, who agrees with Wish Brad about having Black Cat involved. I agree with them that having her involved would be cool.